This is a story, Quinlan. You can listen, I can see you, so it makes it distracting. Okay. This is a story about how giving changed my life. In 2012, I was living in an apartment in San Diego, and I was in between jobs at a business that crashed with the economy. And I found myself in a really difficult time financially, mentally, physically, spiritually. And I had a girlfriend and her 4-year-old child living with me at the time. And at this particular time, I didn't have a job. I was 4 months past due on my rent. I didn't have a car, so even if I had a job, I wouldn't be able to drive to work. And things were looking really grim, and I became very depressed. And in doing some research online, I found a book called 29 Gifts, authored by a woman named Cami Walker. And this book was her story and her personal journey about how giving changed her life. And the story that she told was she fainted on her wedding day in Hawaii. And she was rushed to the hospital and was diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis. And it was very progressive. Just within a matter of months, she was unable to walk. She lost her vision in one of her eyes. And her marriage and her business started failing. And when she was seeking help from others, she found a shaman in Hawaii who her friends said that might be able to help her. So she went all the way to Hawaii, and the shaman set her down and she said, "I have a challenge for you. I want to challenge you to give 29 gifts for 29 days. And then she said, after that's done, come back and tell me how it went." Cami was really upset, as you can imagine. She spent what little money she had to go out to Hawaii. She was expecting some kind of cure, and she left with what she thought was a bogus challenge. And when she got back home, she realized that she had nothing to lose, so she took it upon herself to give it a shot. And so she started giving. And by the 20th day, not only was she able to walk again, she had also gained her eyesight back. And the symptoms of multiple sclerosis became dormant, and she was able to start living her life again. And the moral of the story was shifting our energy and our attention and our focus on something as simple as giving. It takes us out of the victim mentality where we're focusing on our own struggles, and it puts our energy and our intention on others and helping make others happy and doing good things in the world. And so I read this book at a time that I was really needing inspiration, and so I took it upon myself to give the challenge a shot. Some of the things that I did on the very first day, I started to write letters to my neighbors anonymously, and I put them in their mailboxes, reminding them of how awesome they are and how beautiful they are and how much they're loved, and signed anonymous. And from the very first day, I knew how powerful of an experience this was going to be because I felt so good in doing it. It literally took all of my focus off of the troubles that I had found myself in financially. And I found my greatest joy for the proceeding and what followed is by 29 days. The gift, coming up with the gift and creating it and coming up with fun things that I could do to make a difference in the world. Giving blood, calling friends that I haven't talked to in years and telling them, reminding them how much I care about them and how much I love them. Little things that didn't cost me a lot of money, but things that made me inherently more happy on the inside. And I very quickly forgot about all of my issues, and I was focusing more on how can I help other people live happier lives. And by the 29th day of giving, I found myself in a position where I was bailed out of my rent. A family friend came forward and assisted me to get back caught up with my rent. One of my friends who had a car that wasn't being used found out that I needed a car to be able to get to a job, and he didn't want it to sit in his driveway anymore because it was having problems getting broken into. So I manifested a car, and then on the last few days, a job offer came through for a really good job. And so during this 29-day period, this focusing on giving and this focusing on abundance, it completely altered and transformed the entire experience. And it proved to me in that moment that the alchemy of giving is real. That generosity is a powerful force, that we have the ability to alter the course of our own very existence by the things that we think about and by where we focus our energy and where we focus our intention. And if somebody would have told me that story secondhand, I don't know that I would have been as inspired to try it as I was when I read Cami Walker's book, because it seems really far-fetched. But that experience has enabled me to embody this new spirit of giving that I've now brought with me in the rest of my life. And I hope this story, wherever it goes, inspires people to stop focusing so much energy on just yourself and start to focus more energy on what you have to give from inside, from your soul, to help heal the world and bring a smile to someone's face that needs it, and to make a true difference. Because it doesn't take monster objectives. Sometimes it's just a smile can brighten somebody's day.